refuge in your deserted Buddha, the Sanghas. We take refuge in all the noble Dhakas, Dakinis, and the Dhamma gardens, possessors of the eye of wisdom. Until I attain the heart of enlightenment, I take refuge in all the Buddhas, I take refuge in the Dharma and the likewise in the example of Bodhisattvas. As a Buddha's ambassador enlightenment and the progress on the Bodhisattva's path, are true for the benefit of all sentient beings giving birth to Bodhicitta, and apply myself to accomplish the stage of the path. And the Buddha, Dharma, and the Sangha most excellent, I take refuge under enlightenment's reach. By the merit of generosity and other good deeds, may I attain Buddhahood for the sake of all sentient beings. May all mother sentient beings boundless as the sky have happiness and the causes of happiness. May they be liberated from suffering, the causes of suffering. May they never be separate from this happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. I bow down. So we do this one Tibetan. 千年时代所见觉的那的上一些把没有生给跟大个嘛的大东街拉的当啊也当为啥节让不觉被梦来都带个家外当街也就我送的选个的年的。都把也加瓦原来绕的上着路的街对那的年上街上街世界为那有把的在达了姐姐也那马勒他们街加瓦大个刚瓦了木的当好把没事讲做那样街原来讲做这个Yarwa Ganje Yonde Rabjo Jende Warai Jebai Damje Daget Medo Damban Chingwa Damba Dan Senye Nanda Isobe Donjot Marme Jodan Dube Damba Ye Jarwa Deda Lane Jobara Nabza Damba Nanda Injinjo Dan Sema Buma Rira Nyamba Goba Jebaran Boben Jogen Jejarwa Deda Lane Jobaran Joba Gana Lame Jajewa Deda Jarwa Domje Laya Zambo Jelai Debe Dodai Ge Jarwa Gen Lai Zanzara Jobaran Dojai Jedan Demo Wange Nele Dan Adan De Yen Ye Đề ba đa ge je ba jen je ba de da dam je da ge zo zo re zo je je ra gen da san je se ran je ra nam da lo da ma lo ro wa gen je zo na gan la yang de da gen je se da ye kan ai so je je de zhe me da san je ren ba san je ma ja Gombo de da da ge dam je lang go lo la na me ba go war Nyang nian da war ye gen de da lan ro wa gen la bin jen de ve ser gar bo yen ge der nye yu ba da ge ta mo ra je zo ra ye san ser wa dan chu jen xiao ba ye se ye ran gor jen zo ra ye ge wai jun se da ge je sa tam je zo be zang jo je ngo wo za ye be je zo ye me do zhang re rai len ye nye de jin ban de sang je yin la me de bu wa ye ro ge nam da yin de je wa re yu gu zong yong zo la me zo na la zi na yin zang zang de yin ye jin ju da le long ju na zi yong ye la la me jo ge mu du zor du zor zong zi wa da jo jin ye ba dang je ze ye ran gor yin zor wa ye ge wai jun ze da ge je za ba an je zo be zang jo zi ngo gu ru ren na men zha la ben za men ga za men zha Savarana Samaya Hong. Jam Rin Je Dong Min Zang Lin Jin Zhao Wei Dong Song Yong La Jia. Zi Me Jar Wai Dor Jin Jiang Ban Jie Ding Gong Wei Xia Lan De. E Da De Zang Jie Jiu Lei Mi Xin Jie Lo Jie Do Jie Jin. Nhân gen min ba zar ne jan sen zhi zhar de do bar zin ji lo. Tem je nam je zam ba dan lo ye ze rai je dao. Che jang de mong de ba ye chi jeng go lo gor de zo. Gang ge lo zhi zhi nye zhen da ra nye da ra nan da ra zar wa ji nye dong gen je yen ze. Nye je du ga le wan zen gang da zi be zong ra ma re men dang dong ar. Chi zer wen ro zo gen la ve je dar ze. Yen lai ru je yang den song ro dar je ro. Nye mo nye long le je jia ro zhong ze je ma re men. Dong ara nyu ge ji nye jiong ze ra zhe nang do ne da. Sab jian dar zen yong den le zo jar ze ge jia zha jia do. Jiu nye jian zhe da long men zer jiu lang de. Wang ge xiu ren wang ge xiu. Wang ge xiu ren 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 wang ge xiu ren. Om Arabazana de 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 Om Arabazana de. You who are the perfect youthful body, whose flame of wisdom blazes, and despair darkness of order ignorance, are posted before you and the press to Manjushiri. Yone gele jangwa bo yi jie zhong me rab den bar. Jie den de mo men zar wan jiang bar yang la zang zer do. Dang ge do jie xiao jie rui zhen zhong yin jie me de de jie bong jiang. Sar jie lang bo do re ji be ge xiao jie jiao bei xiao. Gu san zi do jin jiang jin de lo na ro dang mar ba me lai ji jie gang bo. Amo zhi ba jie wan zhi gong bei ga jie la ma nan lai zor wan de zhou mei jie jie yen. Ho zhang ni de song sang jie gen jie ngo wen. Rang sen jie gen ngong sun dong zi bi sa we la mi. Jia lai gu sang zi. Good morning, everyone. Afternoon, evening. Do you know what I'm going to share today teaching? I also don't know really.
For Dharmas, the Gampopa.
For Dharma Gampopa, and also we have one the great clause of blessing. The prayer which monetize all that a person exists. So we have two different teachings together. I mean the Gampopa is teaching, other I can share for transmission and let it be explained. So I have this record for a long time. Today then, with followed by Gampopa. And Gampopa, I don't know, you have the book, and if you have this book, long time ago we contribute, dispute or contribute, and Jigdin Sunggon's friend one day in Arizona from Gardoma. So if you have this bowl and get this one, your room somewhere maybe has, but maybe you already forget you have. If you don't have, you can, I think it's in the chat room also. Usually in the email website you can get. This is the fourth Dharma Gampopa. So for Dharma Gampopa, here the root text. This root text says, grant blessing for the mind turn towards the Dharma. Grant blessings for the Dharma to go along the right path. Grant blessings to dispel confusion along the path. Grant blessings for the confused perception to arise as wisdom. So this fourth Dhamma Gampopa is also usually we do aspiration prayers and supplicating. The many masters, when share the teaching before, they also chant these prayers too. So this fourth Dhamma Gampopa means four sentence. So this fourth sentence have all Buddha's teaching is included, this four sentence. And the Gampopa, he bring all the teachings, bring into four sentence. This each teacher realizes has own, special ways to bring the Dharma, everything to oneness. Jiktin Sungung bring to all the Dharma is bring to in oneness is five Dharma, five part of Mahamudra. So last week we share. And then Gampopa bring all the Dharma is this four Dharma of Gampopa core. Tsongkhapa bring to three essence. So all the Dharmas bring into three essence. Renunciation, bodhicitta, and emptiness. So in this Gampopa is the all Dharma Gampopa is like bring into the three yanas together. I think this one has more information than Geonomic liberation. Geonomic liberation has it is a Lamrim text, first Lamrim text, in the Tibetan Buddhism, first Lamrim text is come from Gampopa, is Geonomic liberation. So Geonomic liberation, Lamrim is Hinayana and Mahayana traditions, more focused Mahayana. In this one, bring all three yanas together. So that's the reason I think even very short is have each one have to explain is very deep meaning. So if you learn this one, also you knowing Dharma, more educating, more knowledge gaining. So that's why I'm going to share with you this teaching followed by this commentary. We cannot finish the whole commentary, I just follow by some sections. And also follow this, of course, the root text. So then here is the part one, virtue in the beginning, homage. So this is homage to Gampopa. You can see this one, homage to Gampopa. So to the one who has inseparably merging his mind with that of the spirit Malarepa's heart instructions, and who through his spiritual knowledge clarify the essence of the vector's teachings. The exotic guide who leads the way fares on the supreme authentic path to the automic peace of nirvana, to the great compassion that Lord Gampopa posted to you. So we sharing this fourth Dharma Gampopa. First, we homage to Gampopa. So you have to know Gampopa is Milarepa's heart disciple. And when Milarepa achieved accomplishment in like teens, so he didn't have many students. In that time, Vajra Yogini prophesied Milarepa, you have many students coming. The one is the same as the sun. One is the same as the moon. So then many same as the stars. And so the Vajra Yogini prophesies, then the first, the Vajra Yogini is saying, you have a disciple same as the sun. So that is the Gampopa. And Vajra Yogini prophesies, you have the same as the moon, is called Rechompa. And Milarepa has the sun. I mean, the same as the sun is Gampopa. Is followed the Milarepa's lineage teaching, and he benefit many other beings. So then not only the Gampopa is Milarepa's hard disciple, so he is his knowledge clarified the essence of all Victor's teachings. So all the Buddha's teachings, knowledge clarified the essence of Victor's teachings. The exact guide who leads all welfares on the supreme authentic path, autonomic peace of nirvana. Gampopa is a Buddha Shakyamuni. He prophesies Gampopa. When Buddha Shakyamuni shared the Lotus Sutra, so in that sutra, the Buddha Shakyamuni talked with Ananda. In the future, this Lotus Sutra is, spread out strongly Dharma, that spread out teaching. The future, the name is Gelong Menpa. Menpa means like large, is Tibetan called with say doctor. And Gelong is a monk who has for fully monk vows, and then same time is a doctor. And Gampopa is a doctor, he's fully ordained monk. And so that his name exactly, Buddha Shakyamuni mentioned. So Gampopa, so that's why it's his teaching is the essence of Buddha's teaching he's sharing. So clarifying. Then we shared last week Gampopa's story. So today I'm going to share a little bit. And when Gampopa, so I'm going to talk, he already has Dharma, not with going to go back to all the way to where he was born, what happened to him, family, all these situations. And he has teachers over many Kadam, Kadam, that term is tradition, is Chowoje, Pardin Atisha, Chowoje. It's very famous, so it's Bodhicitta lineage. And that tradition, he followed that tradition. He has many teachings from that lineage. And the Gampopa has reached very high level, and he can meditate samadhi 7 days, like without eating and drinks. So that kind, he has very strong deep meditation practice. And during that time, so he has a dreaming night. His dream is like one green person, the body is green, and holding the walking stick, and they always put his crown in the dream. So then Gampopa thought that is obstacles. and due to his practice. So then he practiced Miyowa is another, the wrath for deity, kind of similar is Vajrapane, and the prayer also we chant during when perform empowerment. Miyowa is another, wrath for deity. When when the obstacle rising during the Gampopa time, and these many Kadam masters practice Miyopa, is their wrath for deity. And Gampopa also practice their wrath for deity. He practiced more and more. Then nighttime dream is more strong and strong, like green night person holding the walking stick and put into his crown. So that dreams become more strong and strong. he think is that is an obstacle, so that's why he practice Miyowa. He practice more, and that dreams become more strong and strong. And then he thought that could be not the obstacle. It's something coming to for him to something connections, and he didn't know that time is Malarepa. So that is actually Malarepa's emanation or like experience, connections happening for him. And then Gampopa, so the practicing, he hold the lineage bodhicitta, and so he practiced this, lots of meditation, samadhi practice meditation. And then he practicing meditating for very strong. And one day, so he went to the second Mombalet. There has a couple of stories. The one story says Gampopa went to second Mombalet stupa. And then they have three beggars. So three beggars, one beggar told another one, we are so hard to get food. We are extremely suffering, so difficulty. And so he kind of saying to other beggars, like, very sad, like talking about his, problem issues. And the other beggar told him, better don't say that too much, because there's one monk behind us, keep quiet. So the Gampopa is walking behind them. And then another beggar said, it's okay, we think like the Malarepa, he didn't have anything, but he is very happy. He has he is actually same with us, but he not suffering. We are suffering. He is most happy and joy. So we have to wish become same as him. And the other beggar said that words, and then Gampopa heard that words, and then that words is stuck is his head or brain in the mind, and very strong. And he went back to home. He think about that words is strong, and he couldn't sleep night. And then he went to talk with his teacher. So the teacher told him, yeah, you have very strong connect to that person, and you have to see that person. And then he mentioned him, like, I create you, but no, someone going to use him, like means like that he not going to follow that teacher's the lineage and spread Dharma and the successor. He going to go to another teacher. So other teacher recognized that. He mentioned that is using example. So then that night, Gampopa ready, he give up everything, he left. And he left, he looking to the beggars, where the beggars, because they knows Malarepa. So Gampopa don't know where is Malarepa. So then he asks beggars, and can you share where is Malarepa? And so you three of you help me to take me to show the Malarepa. Gampopa, he has a gourd, so he said, half the gourd he can cut, and half give it to you, half is I'm going to offer to Malarepa. And the beggar, three of them says, yes, we can to take you to Malarepa, but they're not actually, honestly. They don't know where is Malarepa, honestly, but they get the goal, they ask Gampopa follow them. And the Gampopa follow them, then they went to where, so desert, nothing is there, they going to the desert area, mountains, desert, and no any trees. So then the three of them says, sorry, we don't know where is he. We have to left. So three of them left. Then Gampopa, he walked himself and the desert long way. And then Gampopa's, aspiration pray to Malarepa, wanted to meet him. And then Gampopa many days walking and no food, no drinks. So he become faint, lost his conscience. And so he wake up and he then think he going to die. So he pray aspiration and I can meet this teacher, this life. I want to make future life connections, he aspiration prayers. And that moment then another Kadamba is maybe other, the lineage, this some monks come there. They ask him what happened. So Gampopa, they recognize he's no food, no drinks. They have him give food and drinks. Then Gampopa searching again Malarepa. So finally he found Malarepa. So that's the story. And just short, Gampopa also went through hardship, and even he is prophesied by Buddha Shakyamuni. So today this teaching, okay, so followed by this here, so teaching the exact guide who lead welfare on the supreme authentic path to automatic space of nirvana. To the great compassion the Lord Gampopa posted to you. So Gampopa has very strong compassion, and of course, like he has realized it. So that's the homage to Gampopa. The next one, part 2, virtue in the middle, the main text, the 4 Dharma. So now we go to the 4 Dharmas. First one, grand blessing for the mind to turn towards the Dharma. So then this meaning of the line is that even though we may practice Sablam Dharma, we have to make sure that the Dharma is taking root in our own mind stream, not just on external level. It is for the reason that the holy beings of the past have all taught extensively on the 4 thoughts that turn the mind as methods for turning the mind away from samsara. Okay, so airplane is flying. I don't know, you're hearing the noises. Oh, that's good. You don't hear. So when we practice the Dharma, of course, in this main point, the Dharma have to go into our mind and heart, not just externally, external level. External, we just follow the words, conventional meaning, what in the supplication Tara's prayer says. And when we practice the Dharma, the Dharma have to born in our mind and heart. So that's the reason that the holy beings, past have talked extensively 4 thoughts. The holy beings, everyone share first. Teaching is for 4 thoughts meditation, because 4 thoughts meditation helps. Dharma is really into our mind and heart. Dharma is into our mind and heart means we want to free from samsara. We recognize that samsara is a suffering. And we follow the cause and the effect. We know that everything is impermanent. Nothing is truly inherently exist. Like no fixation attached too much, not too much in the within, worldly level. and then we use this body, precious human bodies, meaningfully useful for practice Dharma. So that's the first state. And Tsongkhapa also, all the teachings he bring to three essences. First essence is called the renunciation. So where is renunciation source come from? It's practice four thoughts meditation. When we meditate the four thoughts, then very strong renunciation arising our mind and heart. So then that means Dharma is born into our mind and heart. So without renunciations, then Dharma is still not really born in our heart. And we just like practicing Dharma, another level, we are very strong fixation attached to worldly level. Want samsara, we are enjoying samsara, happy, and another level, I need Dharma, another level, we need samsara. So we're going back and forth all the time. And Dharma is born in a heart, is like, then we really see samsara as a suffering, want to free from samsara. So that's the core. Dharma is born in the mind. So that is we need a grand blessing for the mind. We need a blessing that for the mind to turn towards the Dharma means so like mind is then truly follow the Dharma, long as we practice forethought meditation. So this first one is a basic teaching. And basic teaching, Buddha Shakyamuni, he shared the teaching is more focused for basic teaching because all the worldly beings very strongly fixation attached to samsara. That's why the solution is renunciation, have to arise renunciation. And that's why Buddha share all these four thoughts meditation is also a preliminary practice. And since we've sentient beings as taught in the Buddha Dharma have been select science term immemorial within this samsara. The mind stream of sentient beings have massed strong habits of self-grasping, the cause of samsara and the karmic imprints. Therefore, it is not easy to renunciation. We don't get renunciation, not easy. So get renunciation is come from the, through like practice Dharma. The four thought meditation. The reason for this, first of all, the sheer length of time we have been gathering habitual imprints. So we have very strong karmic imprints, samsara, not easy to break that. During this time, they have become quite strongly planted in us, very strongly, this samsara karmic imprint habituals planted with our mind. That's why it's not easy. The second reason is that in this modern century, we have excessive ability of the sense pleasure. So even if we try to apply in antidote the allure of the desirable sense, pleasure is too strong. So second, right now is like we are in the the modern time or modern century in this new days. Due to these technologies, many desire things, more desire things before than right now. So the desired things like more this technology can be have really good, can be take us to more suffering, create causes of suffering. So technology also helps to see we can gathering together, everything make easy. Another level, technology, we go to social media, hours, stuck in the social media. So wasting lots of time and create a lot of desires. So that's why, the next generation core is like desires is so strong. And they make it very difficult for us to subdue much less let go of our desire, very hard to let go our desires. So then here I put the quote is comes from holiness. So what he says in ordinary days, many Dharma practitioners, even if they did not have a great dare of exposure to and knowledge of many teachings, since they do not meet with many conditions in their environment that would provoke them. There were many who accomplished their practice. So see, in the ordinary days, less desire object. And so very easy to achievement, accomplishment, meditative practitioners. So that's, like during the Milarepa time and that kind of their times, many beings can achievement because less desires. They don't know much. They have only Dharma teaching and practice all the time Dharma practicing teachings, and they can achieve very easily. That's we recognize. Nowadays, they are exceeding amounts of factors in our society that would influence us. So unless someone has sufficiently listened to and completely the Dharma. So nowadays, if we don't have some strong Dharma knowledge, like belief, trust, otherwise this desire run over our practice. So easily we're going to lose in the worldly activity in the samsara. So that's why, we have to put more effort than I think before the masters did. So we have to extra job because we have so much desire things, right? And another is good, long as we have good method, the all desire things become support for the practice, another level. But if we don't have that ability, this all desire is obstacle to our Dharma practice. So see, we know like TV, movie, social media, and then we got so many desire objects, so many. So this makes like them become create more desires. We don't focus for Dharma, no time to Dharma too. And all the time we focus external these desire things. So that's why, very hard another level to liberate in these days. Another level is take knowledge. Many this desire helps also easily liberate too. So ordinary days, we don't know much in the world. So not much news. Only you just know the local place only, what going on. And now we have knows whole world. So recognize everything's impermanent, everything's changing. We recognize every being's suffering, doesn't matter where they are, which nationality, which country, state. So everyone we see is suffering. And everything's impermanent, so much changing. So then another level, of course, we find so many informations, seeing that recognize, easy to know the impermanent. It's a defect of samsara, is a suffering. Also, we recognize cause and effect. We do some mistakes, and everyone get, how to say the result, consequences. I think consequences. So that's why we recognize four thoughts is easy. And then long time ago, we have to talk about meditate, precious human body, and think about the harem, hungry ghosts, animal realms. So now we can see within the human beings realm, all these six realms is existing within human beings realm. So we don't know the harem, seeing, hungry ghosts, but within in the human being realm have these six realms. Within animal realm has six realms. So that's why we another level we have many support for practice Dharma. So the main point, I think we need just good method, using this desire obstacle is taken into the part. So that's the, just information, we have to know that. So it is very easy for the mind to change or the sway in other directions. Very easy to change. Therefore, everyone, please carefully listen to the teaching and contemplate the meaning fully. So that's the reason need more education Dharma. More strong Dharma, follow the Dharma. And a long time ago, olden days, people can follow the teacher. So the follow the teacher, they can even do not Dharma that much, have very strong devotion teacher, and can, get accomplishment, the result, free from samsara. But these days, we need to follow the Dharma. Have to know the Dharma, have to follow the Dharma. If we don't know the Dharma that much, then our, easily going to lose our the practice and the spiritual easily going to lost. So that's why the main point need educated Dharma. And then Dharma is born in mind, is our mind, is too different. Another level, we need knowledge, Dharma, wisdom, knowing. And not follow the person, follow the Dharma. And then you have like certainty yourself and auto level. Second, Dharma born in mind is like then really renunciation, true renunciation is rising our mind. So that too comes, then we are in the right path. Through such words and other like them, we can understand this point. In short, if we are unable to awaken genuine renunciation within our own mind stream, we will not be able to find freedom from the suffering of samsara. You see, if this renunciation is not arising from our mind, then we cannot free from samsara because we are like samsara. Still, we're going to stuck in samsara, stay in the samsara. So in the world, be no way to achieve the peace of nirvana, the state of Shavaka or Pakika Buddha Arhats, or the state of Buddhahood. So nirvana has many levels. You see here, state of Shavaka, Pakika Buddha, Arhats, Buddha. So there's different levels of nirvana. Therefore, if we respectively familiarize ourselves with the reality of how difficult it is to obtain the freedom and the domains with the impermanence of life, we will see the dissolution of our clinging to and fixation on this present life. If we repeatedly familiarize ourselves with and bring to mind the infallibility of karma, the law of cause and effect, and the suffering of samsara. So now here is sharing the one by one. So first, like say, is we have to know impermanent. Second is, we have to cultivate cause and effect. So if we have a more focus with impermanent, then not attached to in this life. So if we focus thinking about cause and the effect, then less fixation future life too. So that's why we'll see the dissolution of our clinging and attachment to future samsaric lives. We will not be chained to the hope of obtaining the pleasure and the happiness in the higher realms. So if we don't think about cause and effect, we have a hope to future life, happiness, like pleasure, something, good life, future life. So that's why if you meditate, focusing cause and effect, the release the attached to future life, hoping to future life good something, without any longing or hunger for higher of samsara enjoyment, in irreversibly drive towards liberation, should blossom in the mind stream. So then really wanted to freedom, free from samsara, the mind is arising. If this does not arise, it means the Dharma has not truly taken root in our heart, mind. So Dharma not still inborn into mind. This followed by the supplication Tara, the third verses. Third verses, like we talk about, Dharma have to born in mind, heart. So that means like Dharma have to born in mind and the heart is the same as this first Gampopa's, Dharma is a grand blessing for mind turn towards the Dharma. And if mind to turn towards the Dharma is Dharma, it means that Dharma has taken root. That is also the son of mind successfully turning towards the Dharma. So that's the first, sentence. The second Dharma is a grand blessing for the Dharma to go along the right path. So the first one is the Hinayana, we say like Thelawada interpretation. This second one is Mahayana. Third one is Vajrayana. The fourth one is Mahamudra and Dzogchen. So this all is in subsumed to all the teachings in this fourth Dharma Gampopa. So if this we follow the cause and the effect, doing this four cause meditation, that taking care of the lower chakras, taking care of lower chakra. If you want to take care of lower chakra, not possible. Just practicing what right now mentioned about the Gampopa, first Dharma, and then naturally taking care already lower chakras. If we taking care already lower chakras, we are free from samsara, suffering. It's no longer suffering. Then if we practice the second, this grand blessing of the Dharma to go along the right path, then that helps, we are not only free from suffering ourselves, we are become shining ourselves, benefiting others. And so that is the, the Mahayana teaching. So when last time I shared love, compassion rising, you have ability to become, journey spiritual path, the right path. So this is the second one. Even if one already has awakening a mind of renunciation, so if someone has already renunciation, the Dharma may not go along the right path. See, the someone has renunciation, wanted to free from samsara, but still don't know the go to right path. That's why the second, the could happen because of following afterwards and the labors in the teachings. Teaching for the Dharma go along the right path. We should know that there are many instances in which words of Buddha's texts seem to be similar to non-Buddhist teachings. So here is explain lots. This explain. I don't know. We have time to go through. So it goes this way. It's like become more philosophy, because we talk about grand blessing for Dharma go along the right path means like we have to gain knowledge, Dharma. So otherwise we also can be lost if we don't have certainty ourselves. The certainty ourselves is, study Dharma, gain the knowledge, then you know what you're doing, follow the path is right or wrong. So that's why Buddha asks investigate, not just follow the blind faith. And investigate, use logic, and he mentioned investigate my teachings. And he also told the monks, scholars, you investigate my teaching is the same as the gore, like, I don't know, the gore, like some jewelry making gore is put in the fire and then become tight and make fire again, like something testing laws, I think. So he used that example as to do, test it, his teachings. And so that's why this sections is the talk about so how to gaining the knowledges. Some we can share, some we can skip, so also you can read and you can do your homework too. So now you have this book and you can read, and this helps you, gaining like some knowledges. So here is, we should know that there are many instances in which words of Buddha, Buddhist texts seem to be similar to non-Buddhist teachings. So some like words is very similar, but also meaning is a bit different. And many instances in which different philosophical traditions within Buddhism seems to be saying the same thing. So there's, if we don't know the meaning, the Buddhist words and the non-Buddhist words, even like Hinayana, Mahayana, this different, the words is very similar, but some meanings a bit different. However, in the truth, they are trimming to us difference. Among them are big as the difference between the sky and the earth. That's why Buddha taught the four spiritual ways of relying. And one of these ways is to rely on the meaning, not on the words. So the Dharma, when you study, not to follow the words, follow the meaning. This is a case in which one needs to develop wisdom through listening to teaching. So we have to listen lots of Dharma teaching. If you have the wisdom of listening, you will be able to awaken the precious bodhicitta. See, then, listening lots teachings, that helps arise the wisdom. Then that helps, awaken the precious bodhicitta. Bodhicitta arise. Bodhisattva is one who, out of compassion, does not abide in the extreme of nirvana. So Bodhisattva has a compassion, they're not seeking in nirvana, wanted to have other beings. And who out of wisdom also does not abide in the extreme of samsara. So the Bodhisattva has wisdom, they're not stuck in samsara. Bodhisattva has compassion, they're not stuck in the nirvana. The Bodhisattva is free from samsara, free from nirvana. Nirvana is like the not Buddhahood. Nirvana is like temporary nirvana. When one has wisdom, one looks at the thinking beings of conditioned existence. So long as Bodhisattva has wisdom, they look to the samsara. So the beings who are lost in samsara and see that it is because they are in, I don't know how to read this one, in search, or what is Mary saying something? I cannot hear Mary. No, Mary EDG actually. Your name is EDG. So it's okay.
Ensnared. It means like trapped in a snare, trapped.
So snare, right?
Ensnared. A snare is a trap.
I say ensnare. It is because they are ensnared in the web of self-grasping at the great abyss of ignorance that they are tormented by ceaselessly suffering. So no, how to create this love and compassion for other beings. And so Bodhisattvas has wisdom. The first, the wisdom is gaining from the study Dharma, listening, and the knowing the Dharma. And then they recognize all these samsara beings is suffering because due to and self-grasping fixation. And due to that, everyone is stuck in the cage in samsara. And then Bodhisattvas arise compassion for all other beings. Then the Bodhisattvas wanted to liberate, wanted to help others. So this, wisdom is a cause, and the compassion is become result. And then this ways, we can gain, unconditional compassion can arise for others. Other way, we practice like meditate love first, think about the mother's kindness, and then, wishing free from our own mother's, we wishing our own mother have a happiness, and then they grow to other beings. And then we see other beings also used to mother, wishing their happiness, and then we see other beings suffering, we wishing them free from suffering. So that is a relatively true stage follow. In this one is wisdom, will go first, will is go first, and then will is a cause, become, the bodhicitta, conduct is result. So yeah, that's why I see we have to gaining first wisdom. So how to gaining, create wisdom is to have to listening, teaching, and study, knowing the Dharma, follow the Dharma. And then we really see everyone beings suffering due to the self-grasping, fixations, all this karma, karmic imprint, habituate, ignorance, due to that, tormented by ceaselessly suffering. It's from that recognition that great compassion has born. So compassion arises in our mind. So then when compassion arises, then grant blessing for Dharma to go along the right path. So that compassion is arising in our mind, then Dharma is, go right path. So that is called Dharma. First Dharma is renunciation. Second Dharma is compassion, love compassion. So then where is the renunciation source? Renunciation source is forethought meditation. Contemplate forethought. And where is the compassion source? Compassion source is knowledge. Knowledge, then that's why we have to study, listening, teaching, cultivating, follow the Dharma, knowing the reality of samsara suffering beings, and then arise compassion for others. So compassion that compassion is born, and it is from compassion that spring bodhicitta can arise. So then, long as it arises, compassion is born in our mind, then possible arise bodhicitta easy. Because bodhicitta is then I want have everyone free from samsara, liberate. I want to liberate other beings. So then we recognize liberation is possible. because we have a gaining first knowledge, wisdom, and then compassion arise. We know everyone can be achievement enlightened, because due to wisdom, we know everyone has a Buddha nature. Everyone can enlightened. So that's why we want to help other beings. Helping other is recognized as useful, and benefit other is possible. Liberation is possible. So that's why bodhicitta arise. If you have bodhicitta, it means your dharma has go along the right path. Then dharma is arise in our mind and go right path. A person who give rise to supreme bodhicitta, like this, must apply himself or herself to the path of the sixth perfection of paramitas. So the dharma go along the right path, then arise bodhicitta and practice this six paramita. So first paramita is jnana-rasti. To practice this, we learn to give up the object of our attachment and clinging. Jnana-rasti helps, release attachment, give up the object of attachment and clinging, then create a loss accumulation merit. Practicing jnana-rasti at the level we are able. So we are beginner people. We have to follow by our own ability, levels, or our own level we are able. If we cannot do it, otherwise you get suffering. So not ready to give up our body for someone. So maybe you're not ready to give up your homes, right? Not ready to give up car. So something, ability, we can do something. So that's what we have to do. Then jnana-rasti also, not only you drawing some actions, I think, in the way of Bodhisattva says, arise in the mind. So one day you, in the mind, like have no attach, we want to just let go, giving for everyone. Then that mind rising, in our heart. So that's called jnana-rasti, perfection jnana-rasti. Jnana-rasti is have to come from the within our mind, inner level practice. Outer level jnana-rasti, another, thing, they have 100 homeless, you make them home for 100 people, and that you cannot accomplish in jnana-rasti still, because they have another 100 homeless. So you make the home for another 100 homeless. So outer level is not going to end, not finish. So one homeless, thousands homeless, your mind is become same, jnana-rasti, like giving, and I want to have share for everything others. So that's rising in the mind. So that's called jnana-rasti. Jnana-rasti accomplishment is not auto level. Never we achievement auto level. Going to end of the object. Jnana-rasti achievement, accomplishment is practice rising from our mind. Do you understand? So rising mind, so then you see, you recognize, you no longer attached to fixation or anything, like just you can give everything for others, caring for others. So when that mind stream in the rising in our mind stream, then that's called perfection of jnana-rasti. That Buddha Shakyamuni has, so that's why Buddha Shakyamuni accomplishment jnana-rasti. He no finish object of jnana-rasti. Still so many poor people, so many hunger, thirsty, many, endless hungry gods. So no possible finish outer level object. So accomplishment jnana-rasti rising from in our mind. Practice jnana-rasti level we are able. We can make offering to the three jivas of refuge, be mentally offering all things that belong to us, as well as all that do not belong to us. This serve as an antidote to persiveness and self-clinging. So then all the offering things also helps, antidote antidote to our afflictive emotion, attachment, desire, and also create accumulation merit. The spirit of giving that, the spirit of giving that is cultivated here, constitute generosity, by which we give to other without attachment. See, here is the generosity, like main point is the spirit of giving that is cultivated here, constitutes generosity by which we give to others without attachment. So that's called generosity, perfection. And then second is called perfection, is moral ethics. Moral ethics. Ethics is defined as the practice of abstaining from causing harm or suffering to others through one's three doors: body, speech, and mind. So this is the main points of morality. Ethical discipline is practice of abstaining from causing harm or suffering to others, and through our mind, body, speech, mind. That's the first morality. Then second morality is called bring forth virtues, quality, and the Dharma, where they have not rising before meaning the virtues of quality have already been cultivated without letting them deteriorate, and increasing this virtue quality as well. So bring forth like virtue quality and the Dharma, if not arising before, so let arising, that's the second. And we already Dharma practice in the mind, that maintaining the virtuous deeds. So that is the third. So that's why this morality followed by three different levels. First is, practice is abstaining from causing harm for suffering to others. Second is bring forth the virtuous quality Dharma, where they have not arising before in our mind stream. That's second. Third is we have Dharma practice in mind, then maintaining that practice. So that is the third morality, three different level moralities. Then using that and the benefit for other beings. So that's why increasing the virtue qualities as well. I see that's the second one is two together. Second one has two together. We not Dharma is not arising before and let arising, and then arising is maintaining. So that's the second. Third is from that vantage point, one's mind is directly towards completing the benefit of sentient beings. So helping benefit others as much as long as able. That is morality. Then the practice patience is defined as forbearing antagonism. From others and all discomfort or hardship that occur when one is practicing pure Dharma. So this patience is followed by three different levels too. Patience. The first is, Practice passion is defined as forbearing antagonism from others and or discomfort or hardship that our when one's practice Dharma. So they have two already there. First one is someone harming for us, making problems, difficulties, we make practice passion. So that is the first step for practice passion with our enemies. Second is when we practice Dharma. So when we have difficulty, hardship, and or hardship that occur when one is practicing pure Dharma. So practice passion during the practice of Dharma, so using the passion. Then passion is also referred to the mind that is able to hinder the meaning of a Dharma automatic truth without the shaking away in fear. So that's someone never know the Yidam deity, we share the Yidam deity, someone doesn't like or scared. So then they don't have enough patience, the obstacle. So that's why when someone sharing the Yidam deity practice, no fears, and very happy, joyful. And someone introduce about the nature mind, and then you without shaking away in fear, because due to self-grasping fixations, hearing the emptiness is many people get fears and shaking. It's okay, I'm going to losing everything. It's nothing is there, then what I'm going to do? Have very strong fixations, attachment. So hearing about emptiness, many people get these fears and shirking, shirking away in fear. So that happening. And that's the true passion. Different levels of passion. First step is passion for our enemies. Second, passion for practice Dharma. Third, passion, we hinder the, true meaning. We can hinder. If you cannot hinder, can take accepting true meaning, then there is no passion. So that's why they're sharing 3 different level of patience. So yeah, it's very beautiful here. This right now, generosity, morality, patience. We talk that, but you don't know what means really morality, what means patience and generosity. So here, the very short but main point is all here. So then the fourth perfection is diligence. So then diligence is or there is this, therefore is to having enthusiasm and joyful persevering in Dharma. So just happy and joy, wanted to practice knowing the Dharma's quality, and you feel the blessing, and you can feel the power of Dharma. So then you have very strong joyful. So that's have to arising, in mind. Then that's called joyful, diligent. The meditative stability. Then the fifth is meditation. Meditative stability is the fifth perfection. This refers to single-pointedly directing the mind towards virtue. So the sixth is, refer to single-pointedly. So single-pointedly focusing, directing the mind towards the virtue means, then that is many meanings. Like when we meditate, of course, like single-pointedly focus meditation, different levels. Or you practice Yidam deity, single-pointedly focus your practice Yidam deity. And so any practice, we need a single point daily focus. And practicing chanting, but mind is like not there, and then that no meditation. So meditation means like focus, single point daily, mind be with that practice. The sixth perfection is a perfection wisdom that refers to recognition of the absolute nature of reality just as it is. So that's the last one. Wisdom is recognition of the absolute nature. So no, recognize the true nature of reality just as it is means true nature mind, knowing that mind be in that state. It's called wisdom. The wisdom has many different levels. So this is the absolute truth wisdom. Then thus the Bodhisattva practice, this sixth perfection, aspiring bodhicitta begins the moment we give rise to supreme bodhicitta. From that point onwards, aspiring bodhicitta encompass all the intention we have for benefiting others through our body, speech, and mind, and all intention we have for listening to Dharma, contemplating its meaning, meditating, drawing retreat, and so forth. So that's the all is called aspiring bodhicitta. So one thing to do, like long as you have this, take the refuge, the bodhicitta, and then all the aspiring is called aspiration bodhicitta. Aspiring bodhicittas, everything is like we one thing, practice the six parameter. It's aspiring bodhicitta. Then when actually engage in this action that we intend to do, everything we are actually doing then become the essence of engaging bodhicitta. So that's called engaging bodhicitta. Now we have both bodhicittas, like when you want to join the teaching, it's called aspiring bodhicitta. Now you are in the teaching, so that is called action bodhicitta action. The positive quality that ensure from cultivating bodhicitta in this way are numerous in the meditative feature. One who cultivates bodhicitta bring happiness and well-being to beings in the world and purify their minds of all obscurations. So this the cultivating bodhicitta is then is where are numerous in the immediately feature. One cultivated bodhicitta bring happiness and well-being. So its true happiness is come from bodhicitta to bring in the world and purify their minds of obscurations. Also purification, also bodhicitta bring happiness. Also bodhicitta bring the happiness. Bodhicitta is purify our obstacles. Then automatically all the waking quality of Buddhahood that blossom within one are due to bodhicitta. All the Buddha's quality source is bodhicitta. Buddhas, we understand them, are no other than the manifestation or embodiment of bodhicitta. So enlightened form bodies form of the bodhicitta. Buddha's form is called bodhicitta form. Without this, even if we try to practice the development and the completion stage of unsurpassable, so without bodhicitta, then is practice yadam deity and practice completion stage also not possible to achievement Buddhahood. So it would So that's why they develop in the completion stage of unsurpassed ever Mantrayana, I say. It would be impossible to ever awaken to Buddhahood. Practice Vajrayana, Yadam deities, practice Mahamudra Dzogchen without bodhicitta, no possible to achieve enlightenment. Therefore, after giving rise to relative bodhicitta, we must apply ourselves to the awakening of atomic bodhicitta. So we aspiring, engaging is called relative truth bodhicitta. Then we need absolute truth bodhicitta. So absolute truth bodhicitta is a grand blessing to dispel confusion along the path. The third verses sentence. Third sentence is the absolute truth bodhicitta. And also this third sentence is Yadam deity practice, also generation stage, or is subsumed to in this third sentence. So now we go to third sentence is grand blessing to dispel confusion along the path. So even though one may have waking compassion and bodhicitta, one may not able to dispel confusion about to how to practice the meditate properly on the path. People who strive for liberation and omniscient Buddhahood must diligently apply themselves to methods for internalizing the pure view of selflessness. So the point is we have to know emptiness. First is renunciation. Second is bodhicitta, compassion bodhicitta. This third is emptiness. Also, in the generation stage, subsumed into this section. So without knowing emptiness, then also, if you have first and the second, then no achievement, enlightenment. So that's why everything is interdependent. Lastly, without the first, then no possible 3, 4 can take to the enlightenment, but without missing one, these sections cannot enlighten. So that's why each sentence is meaning, each dharma here is like important. We're going to achieve enlightenment, each dharma is important. So people who strive for liberation and omniscient Buddhahood must diligently apply themselves into the method of internalizing the pure view of selflessness. So we have to create selflessness over meditation, emptiness. Not satisfied merely with obtaining food and clothing for this life. One should really question, is there an afterlife or not? If there is a future life, are the resulting experience of happiness and suffering? And the happiness and the suffering we are experiencing in the present life due to specified causes and conditions. If so, what are they? So no, use intellectual. So let it be in this section is a philosophy, Buddhist philosophy. We have to investigate. We make sure we're doing is correct or not, not just follow the blind faith. And that's why, we are right now is take birth as a human being. So human being has more intelligence than, animals. This life is not only just get food and clothing, survive living. So this life is like something more meaningful, better than animals. Animals also can survive, they can get food, and they can do things, their life, but our human being have more intelligent. So we have to use this life as more meaningful. And that's the reason first we have to think this is correct or not, what we're doing. And that's why here we think like we have really future life or not. Future life, if we have, then that's another like we have to recognize. So some people believe future life, some people don't believe. So that many have, dropped in the thoughts. But the main point is you have to certainty. You think I have future life. So how to get that certainty? You have to study. Like what means future life. Future life, present life, and past life is followed by our like moment and moment. So we have past moment, we have then present moment, we have the future moment. So that streaming, is called mind stream, is never end. Never end. So that's follow the like past and the present and the future life. Not talking about this body is like going to take to the future life, right? And so thing we have yesterday, we have today, we have tomorrow. And when we investigate in future life, that is also very gross level. And then we have this morning we have present, we have evening. So that's also like past, present, future. And they go to more subtle level. Each moment, very subtle level moment, past and the present and the future. So that is a past and the present and the future lives follow. So that's more go to the subtle level, knowing the future life. And that's we study in the Buddhist philosophy, then they talk about this very subtle level, mind streaming. And then you knowing that, then we recognize, okay, I have future life, I have past life, I have present life. So, so the long as we have this, life, I mean, the past, present, and the future, this life, then we have to think about something like future life. And we also have to know that we are right now is a suffering. And this suffering has any solution or not. So where does it come from? Any solution for suffering? Kind of like we have to go think about the Four Noble Truths and cultivating. Then if we recognize it's a suffering, then we know like it's a solution, how to release the suffering, So that's why we then have to go to the practice. That is a go to like talk about the wisdom first, like knowing wisdom, knowing the truth. Wisdom have to know the relative truth, have to know absolute truth. So the Buddha's teaching has two truths. Relatively, right now, our experience is for us is truth. That's why it's called relative truth. And the relative truth, we have a past life, we have present life, we have future life. We have a cause and we have effected, cause and effect. We have this suffering and all these things going on, and we can have a solution for that in the relative level. So that is a truth. The absolute true level, nothing exists. Everything is emptiness. And that is also absolute truth, called absolute truth. That's here is the main point we have to know. We are experiencing the present life and due to pacify cause and the conditions. If so that are there, so not only should we have understand of these issues, we should also be thinking about the ways in which we can dispel suffering and engender happiness. What distinguishes the human race from less involved life forms in the animal kingdom is that human beings have intelligence and the capacity of critical thinking. Not simply counting with the fleeting attainment of food and clothing. We are looking for something deeper, thinking about how to attain everlasting happiness. We should rely on the wisdom that realizes the absolute nature in order to realize the view of selflessness beyond all extremes. The reason is that without the wisdom that realizes the absolute nature, we will not be able to completely uproot the three types of suffering. So without this wisdom, then, we cannot so without the wisdom, we cannot completely uproot the three types of suffering. Not possible free from suffering without the wisdom. So I think that's why here is the most important. We have to create wisdom means. Then in this section, I don't know, we can skip, like it's a very long way to then explain about this, different philosophical systems. So I think good is you read, your homework is better. And if you have questions, then tomorrow we can ask, you can question, I can share answers. And here is go through like more, different philosophical systems, and also non-Buddhist and inside the Buddhist. So then Buddhist also has different levels, because we have 4 different Buddhist, schools. And Chittamatara, so the first is called Vibhashika, Satantrika, Chittamataren, and then Mayamika. These 4 different schools we have in the Buddhist. So this all the, explain one by one here. So 4 of them. So that's why it's lots of information in here. And then we skip these many sections. So go to the, I don't know, you have this page 41. It says here is without studying the 5 subject of learning, and so you can see the Maitreya said in the Abyss Samaya Alankara, the quote. Do you see that? You skip a couple pages, go down. I'm going to explain this one. So without studying the 5 subject of learning, and they're used to the talk about 5 subject and learning, and becoming adopt, even the supreme illusory one could not have become omniscient. And the Buddha Maitreya says, without knowledge, knowing, 5 subject, and we don't create that, cause, learning, and then result cannot achieve omniscient wisdom, Buddha. So in this one is the main point is, long as we know interdependent, all these 5 subjects is interdependent. So, when we're going to achieve enlightenment means like knowing everything's interdependent, everything's emptiness. Without knowing interdependent, no possible emptiness is recognized. No knowing emptiness, no possible to achieve omniscient wisdom. So that's why any subject, not only 5 subjects, like any subject in the worldly level, everything is interdependent. Everything like we learning subject, all is subsumed to the interdependent. So interdependence, emptiness. So achievement Buddhahood means we have to know the interdependent and the emptiness. So long as we have realized emptiness, then omniscient wisdom is arise. So that's the Buddha's view. Main point of view is emptiness, free from all the concepts. So free from all the concepts, then that is called omniscient wisdom. The knowledge source come from. So that is the true reality. Here is the most important, like you can see that like different, we have how to say this, words star is like making different way, caught. So that's that bring to in this whole the wisdom teaching, the main point. And I mentioned about like many other there, non-Buddhist, other scores, no achievement in that state. Only the Mayaminka tradition is then fully free, fully achievement, free from all the concepts, extremes. So they're knowing everything is interdependent and nothing is truly inherently exist. And then that is a source of omniscient wisdom, it's Buddhahood. So Buddha is omniscient wisdom is only the teaching is come from sources Mayaminka, no any other sugur has. Even like this Buddhist first 3 sugur, there's no achievement in that level. So that's this main point is like philosophy. And we mentioned about many other lineage, the religions, that no one achieved in that level. So that's the, here is the grand blessing to dispel confusion along the path. Other all is a confusion section because, they believe different ways. Some is believe gods, some is believe external, like nihilism. Some is falling to internalism, and so everyone is like just stuck somewhere, no free from all the extremes. So only the Mayaminka is free from all the concepts. That is realized emptiness, absolute truth. So that is a grand blessing to dispel confusion along the path. So along the path, they have so many confusions because due to these different philosophical systems. And all these philosophical each one has, of course, a relative level, many good part. But talk about the viewpoint, then no one achievement, highest level, like free from concepts. So that's why Mayaminka teaching is only talk about the highest level, this free from all this conceptual level. So that's we finish the third Gampopa, grand blessing for dispel confusion along the path. So now what time is? Okay, so almost finished time.
Yeah.
We go to this. I'm going to share the following is tomorrow, and now is go to this one. David, can you share to in this one lesson that is in the chat room? The prayer.
Michelle and Amanda are sharing. Thanks, Khenpo.
So they have many different prayers practice. Some is for the pacifying, Some is increasing, some is monetizing, some is subjugator, subduing different activities, practicing. So this is all is for the monetizing. So this is these teachings come from Mapam, Rinpoche. So he says, anyone who prayed in this way will, without any doubt, accomplish or monetizing activity exactly according to their wishes. So according to the wishes. And then you have to know in this, anyone who pray in this way, where means like just not only I think reading only, that this is like lots go deeper level meditation practice. If someone have go to in more deeper level meditation practicing this way, then it can achievement. So you chanting sometimes, then you want to like monetizing something, that's also not possible. So then you have expectation. So I want monetizing someone. Then that is obstacle too. So that's why, when you chant these prayers, you need bodhicitta intentions. And not, I want monetizing this person. And then the person going to help me. So long as we have the expectations, then nothing is going to achievement, not going to monetizing anything. So that's why people see kind of these prayers that really want, I want to monetizing someone. So don't think that way, it's create bodhicitta, is monetizing is long. When you get gaining the enlightening qualities, naturally monetizing. Enlightening quality is 4 activity qualities arising. So this also helps. You chant this more prayer practicing. Of course, like your Dharma practice is more monetizing. So the focus is not worldly level. So we have to focus this more for go to the spiritual path. I want to monetizing for Dharma practice, Dharma. And your spiritual quality is arising. So this Khenpo Jimmy Pingsol, he chant all the time. This is the main practice. He's like very important his practice, and so also he has very powerful. I mentioned many times he's the most powerful teacher, and he monetizing. That's why so many students, and so most achievement, and and in this time like new days like Dharma activity. So this he practice all the time, and when we share the teaching, the chant every teaching before the chanting these prayers. So this prayer. So then we go to here says okay, and the one day and the great clause of blessing, the prayer which monetizing all that appear and exist. On a hong shi is so we bring the Buddha's body, speech, mind inseparable on a hong shi blessing outside. Then in the place of power, the blessing of great bliss. So this many the meaning this very deeper level. Some I really don't know. Okay. So we chant lots these prayers. I never share teaching, like talking, like, sharing. And this, when I was in Khenpo Jimin Pingso's monastery, chant every single day, and they don't really share this, one by one explain. So you see in the place of power. So the power means like depending actually. You usually create like 4 mandalas. the mandala has a power state, and usually it's a west mandala is magnetizing mandala. Sometimes we create a 4-direction mandala, so west is magnetizing mandala, and also one mandala has 4 directions. So you see, is the west direction is red color, so that's representative this power, place of the power, the blessing of a great bliss. Then the true power is arising from Dharma Dhatu state. Dharma Dhatu state arising the absolute truth of power. So I think that is this meaning, in the place of power is supplication, Tara prayer. So I'm born in Dharma Dhatu. So in I'm born Dharma Dhatu, that is the place of power. Okay, so then in that place arising these 4 activities, the blessing will great bless. So are the embodiment of the wisdom of discernment, union of bliss and emptiness. So are the embodiment of wisdom, embodiment of wisdom, discernment, union of bliss and emptiness. So bliss, or the bliss is like representative of bodhicitta, of course, bliss, and then wisdom of discernment wisdom. So we have 5 wisdoms. This discernment wisdom, union with bodhicitta, bliss, and emptiness. So true bliss is, emptiness. The union emptiness. If union physically is not true bliss, so that's why it's union means emptiness. Okay, so that's we have to know bliss and emptiness. Then each one are lotus is nature bliss, free from all attachment. So then is free from attachment. So now is we're going to visualize the Yidam deity, or this deity is where is like this magnetizing Yidam deity is rising from. This magnetizing Yidam deity is rising from discernment wisdom and bodhicitta union. That is essence, mind essence. Okay, so then free from attachment. So discernment wisdom is free from attachment. Then lotus seed, each one lotus in natural bliss. So lotus is representative free from attachment. Here is talking about, we visualize lotus, right? Lotus. The first, this wisdom, bodhicitta union is essence of mind, Buddha's mind. And then, the lotus is representative free from attachment. The also Buddha's bliss, nature bliss. Then the top of lotus and the splendor of great illuminating Vajra sun. Then the top there have a Vajra, and then top there has a sun. So then top there visualize the Dharmakaya Amitabha and the Vijaya Dharma. So we visualize Buddha Amitabha. So Buddha Amitabha is a Western, West Buddha, and red color, and discerning wisdom arising from the Buddha Amitabha, free from attachment. And I think that's the reason, follow this teaching. Now we have to understand why Buddha Amitabha is so important for the disease. because beings take birth in samsara due to attachment. And Buddha Amitabha is discerning wisdom is free from attachment. That wisdom is Buddha Amitabha. So we taking birth in samsara, why we cannot liberate? Because due to attachment. And so that's why we need, discerning wisdom. Actually, discerning wisdom is Buddha Amitabha form. And the Buddha Amitabha form is representative free from attachment. Discerning wisdom. So that's why I think Buddha Amitabha is another very important for the disease. Second is very important for this magnetizing, because if we create like magnetizing, the obstacle is attachment. Long as we have attachment, then magnetizing the energy power is not rising, is stopped. So that's the reason when we practice this the practice, we have to free from our attachment and expectation. So you have expectation, chant these prayers. I want to get what is called, we go to buy the tickets, and then people get the millions dollars. So you have expectation that, and chanting these prayers then doesn't work. Because attachment, against the truth. And without attachment and expectations, then energy naturally rising comes. So that's called the true power. Of course, then this helps another level, relative level, also like some good quality, good gaining power, but true power is come from without attachment and without expectation. So then that's why this is Buddha is Dharmakaya, Amitabha, and Vajradhara. So Buddha Amitabha is represented with Dharmakaya. Our Logishwara, Lord of World, the very manifestation of compassion. The laws like Chinrezak is represented with Sambhonakaya, manifestation of Buddha Amitabha. The Chinrezak also, the red color Chinrezak, red Chinrezak. So Pema Jarpo of Samsara and Nirvana Bennett, your control. So Pema Jarpo is could be Pema Sambhava. So Pema Sambhava has activities. Activities. One Pema Sambhava name is called Pema Jarpo. Jarpo means king. It's subdued or the others, like, and magnetizing. King has magnetizing. So that's why all of Samsara and the Nirvana benefit your control, because due to the power and the magnetizer and Pema Sambhava control this, like Samsara and the Nirvana benefit your control. So this three, I think, is me deity. Tanka, they have a tanka, so you see in that they have a tanka, and tanka is in this follow is could be same. This deity is tanka that when you download this sadhana, they has. So this each deity is I don't know. The main point is then here in this prayer, main idea is all this magnetizing power is source is Buddha Amitabha, then Chinrezak and the Pema Sambhava. Then the arising, here has this I think Buddhas, eight different monetizing Yidam deities together. So powerful Heruka, subjugator of all that appears and exists. So powerful Heruka is, Heruka can be a rise, the wrathful deity. Heruka means like Heruka can be become, increasing Heruka, monetizing Heruka, subjugator Heruka, so the pacifying Heruka. So Heruka has also different, like activities. So this is like more, I think, monetizing Heruka, powerful Heruka. Yeah, I mean power, like monetizing power is the same, right? Okay, so subjugator of all that appears and exists. So then his form body is red color and wrath for deity. So we have this, when I shared the Pardo teaching, Pardo Tudor, so long time ago, and we make all these 5 Buddha wrathful ones, 5 Buddha peaceful. So the wrathful, one of the wrathful is Heruka, and the red color, that symbolize meaning. So, and wrathful, like how many wrathful deities in the Pardo teaching? I think 50 something, right? 52 Herukas, I think so. So this, representative different directions, also representative different power, I mean, that one is power, like Western Buddha Amitabha rising the form, wrathful is, I think, there's of course wrathful Heruka subjugate all the appearance existence. Then sacred wisdom, Gujayana and Varjavarahe. So Varja Yogini has different form bodies. Varjavarahe, one of that is, she is also representative, monetizing power, and Dorje Jarpo, king of desire, is saying or supreme source of the wisdom of great bliss. So that's a source of the wisdom of great bliss, the source of like rising from. So that's why monetizing power. Gurukula, who captivities, I think, kept or captivity, mind of every living being without exception. All beings, living beings, who captivity, I don't know, like, what means this? No one can talk, I think. Mary
It's
is
like-
talking about,
It's like it catches everybody or it holds everybody, captivates it, makes them a captive,
I see.
grabs
So,
them.
Kurukulu is like, see, her power is captivities. So kept like magnetizing. And so who has a Kurukulu blessing, and then that teacher is magnetizing many others. So who has Kurukulu blessing, they can, have lots of, this captivity, this activity, like blessings. So that's why this Kurukulu is a statue, Tanga is very popular. People want to have this, quality, captivity. And so that helps everyone living being without exception. So master and mysteries of supreme and ordinary mudra, dancing in bliss and emptiness. So that deity is, he give it the supreme and ordinary mode of dancing the bliss and the emptiness. Okay, so then how so Vajra Drakas and the Dakini attract the magnetize. So they have many deities like Vajra Drakas and the Dakini. The power is attract and magnetize. Remaining always within the state of great equality of appearance and emptiness. So the equality of compassion and wisdom inseparably together. Then with the dance of your Vajra body, so arising these Vajra form bodies, different deities form body, you cause the three planes of existing in the tremble. So this power of speech, and with the sound of your louder, your unceasing, enlightening speech, you draw in the three words. And the rays of red light burns out to fear of samsara and nirvana. So then arising this light is like, light helps like remove the samsara negative energies. And cause the vital essence of condition existing and auto make peace vibrate and be gathered in. With your enlightened mind of great Vajra passion. So this this the deities like have this different ways like arising these magnetizing qualities, and so helps others remove the negative energies, bring the like good conditions, and so that's the each one has their meaning one by one. You grant the spring of all things, desire the two kinds of Buddhists. So like reach our own benefit and others' benefit. So that's why it's for true benefits, two kinds of cities. And with your great Vajra hawks and lassos, you bend the worlds of appearance and existence in great bliss. Dancer in the play of the limitless net of illusion, who fill space to overflowing like a vast outpouring of essence sesame seeds. So this visualizing deities in front. Same is like this way, Then vast array of the three roots, the heart of magnetizing deity. In devotion, we pray to you, inspire us with your blessings, grant us attainment, ordinary and supreme. Ordinary, the achievement in the worldly level, ordinary, and supreme is like Buddha. And so the Siddha. Of magnetizing without obstruction, whatever we desire. So of magnetizing without obstruction, whatever we desires. So your free from desires, bring to your desires. So everyone get confused, I know. So we talked a lot. I said, when you practice, you have desire, you're not going to achievement. The last prayer says, then without obstruction, whatever we desire. So you do this practice and magnetizing you without any obstacles. Whatever you have a desire is arising. So, for me, one to see from the drop so. For me, meditating is without obstruction. This desire is, I don't know, this is correct, whatever we desire here. So in Tibet it says, without obscuration, accomplishment, seeded, like kind of seeded. New drop is accomplishment. Accomplishment is better. So meditating without obscuration, accomplishment. Do you understand what I mean? Some say yes, some say no, so make more confused. So you have something desire, chant, this one could be arise, accomplishment in the within worldly level. Your aspiration, desire is seeded, then that's also arising. So you practicing and just I think main point what I said before, like when you going to do this prayer, first we need bodhicitta, and then you really go into main, practicing that time, no desire thinking about. Mind is be in the, empty, free from expectation, and then you practicing this, so you achievement your desires. Desire is not always negative. Desire means it's sometimes like positive. So desire, our desire is enlightenment, siddhis, accomplishment. So that's our desire. So that's bring to these prayers. I think that's the meaning, okay? Thank you, everyone. So we finish it timing, and tomorrow then we do rest of teaching, and also that one is transmissions we're going to do tomorrow. Thank you. So now I'm going to do dedication. Dorjen Chang, the Lopa, Naroba, Marba, Malarepa, Dharma, Lord Gampopa, Pamotropa, Lord Gomba, please bestow upon us most auspicious bless our Kaju Lamas. But this which may achieve emanations by defeating all enemies, confusion, may all who travels on the waves of birth, or the sickness and death, cross ocean of samsara. Bodhicitta, the excellent precious mind, where is humble may they rise, where is a bomb is no decline, but ever increase higher and higher. I pray the Lama may have a good health. I pray the Lama may have a long life. I pray that your Dharma activities separate far and wide. I pray that I may not be separate from you. As Manjushri will realize the automatic state, and as did Samadabhada, I will follow in the path and fully dedicate all the merit for sentient beings. And by the blessing of Buddha who attained the Tirikayas, by the blessing of the true one, changing Dharma as such, by the blessing of indivisible Sangha order, may the merit I share bear fruit. By this virtue collected 3 times by my 7 all beings in samsara and nirvana, and by any rule virtue may I all beings quickly attain unsurpassed perfect complete precious enlightenment. May the teaching of great Gampopa Rinpoche, who is nation, Lord of Dharma, Master of Interdependence, continue and increase through study, practice, contemplation, and meditation at the end of the samsara. Om Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum, Mani Padme Hum. Thank you, everyone. Tashi Delek.
Thank you,
So-
Khenpo.
Thank you. See you everybody tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Khenpo.
Bye.
Thank you, Khenpo.
Gracias, Rinpoche.
Robin.
Thank you, Trans.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Also
Kamala.
fine. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Kamala. Thank you. Yusuf.
谢谢翻译。
Thank you.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you. Thank you.
谢谢。
Yes.
Türkçe Khenpo.
Bye.
感谢